Hello everyone, this is Muhammad and welcome to my channel. Today is the second lessons of C++ programming language. Before I start, I just would like to tell you this course is not only about C++. This course will help you to have a new skills that is really important and matter for you as a software engineering or programmer. This skills call, as I mentioned in the last video, it's problem solving skills. Before we start, I just would like to share with you guys, this course is like how the university teach their student. I'm a software engineering student and that's what I learned in my university, and I'm transferring this experience and skills for you guys. Today we're gonna have some introduction for the programming, and I would like to tell you that I'm gonna teach you as a lecture, practical and tutorial. So our course will separate for 3 parts: lecture, practical and tutorial. So this course will be completely covered everything in C++ programming language, which can help you and guide you to be a good programmer or software engineering. I transfer this experience for you today, so please, I'm tired to make this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like, and if you have any question, you can write down in the comment area. You can ask me and I will happily answer you. Don't hesitate to ask any question, even is smart or stupid question. Don't worry guys, I'm here to help you, and I'm here to help everyone who would like to learn new skills and planning to be a software engineering or programmer. And this way is the best way that I have learned from my university. I'm not gonna hiding anything. I swear guys, when I was study this subject, I suffer a lot to find the course that cover everything that I need. So focus with me and let's start our class for today. Today we're gonna start with the introduction to programming, and then we're gonna have basic elements: input, output, operation, expression, making decisions, looping, pointers, standard functions, array, and structure and files. Our course separate for 3 parts. For lecture part, as a slides, I'm gonna explain to you, then we're gonna go to practical part, and then tutorial part. In lecture part, we're gonna read some slides. I'm gonna talk with you about these slides. I'm gonna explain to you like a lecture, like lecture if you go into university. If you go to university, of course you need to attend some lecture, and that's what I'm gonna explain to you. Next, we're gonna do some practical. We're gonna apply what we learned in the lecture on the coding or on the compiler to see how we understand and what we learned from the lecture. Finally, we're gonna do some programming question about coding, or about some question that is important for you to have. It's really important for you to start learning in the lecture first, because that is gonna give you overview or a background for you before you start programming. Most of the course on internet or any social media platform, they directly go to the coding, but you should have the fundamental first. You should have the foundation first, strong foundation that help you to go coding, Okay guys, this is the objective for this course. In this chapter you will learn the program and software, you will learn about the language of computer, you will learn about the evolution of programming language, you will examine high-level programming language, discover what a compiler is and what it does, examine how high-level language program is processed, compilation, executing, and debugging. Good programming habits, which is really important for new programmer. Even the old programmer who learn like through social media platform or like self-learning, guys, this material is not available everywhere. As I told you, this from my university I have learned and I have saved, and I try to edit some to make it easier for you to understand. All of us, we should know that is a computer has some components. What is the computer components? We have input, we have output, and we have hardware, and we have the process. The input, we enter the raw data for the computer, and then the process will transfer this input to make it as an information. We'll transfer the raw data that we enter as an input to information that we can use it as output. As I told you guys, this is the computer operations. We're gonna go for data. Then we need raw data. Of course, you cannot do anything if you don't have the real data. And then we have the keyboard data, mouse click, or others. This all can be as an input. And then we're gonna get the processing. We have addition, calculation, storing, and others. As I told you, we got the raw data from the input, and then we make processing here. If we got calculation, calculations, or we call it storing, the processing stage. This is in processing stage, and after that will be the output, as I told you, as information and reports or audio, like for example. Okay. Programmer and software. Program and software is a computer. What is the computer? Computer is a programmable machine that follow the instruction that we enter as a programmer or as an engineer for this machine. We give this machine some instruction, and this machine can do for us. The program is the instruction that in the computer memory, which the computer follow to perform the task. For example, if you have some task, requested some task from the customer to do, we need to create a program, because we need the computer to do for us. For example, calculating sales system or anything, this is called program. Sales program, customer relationship program, all of this is a program, okay? So we create this program, we write the code or we write the instruction for this program, and then we code this program or write the instruction, which help the computer to assist us with this. Programmer is the person who write the instruction. This is the programmer. This is what we learn right now. We're gonna learn this. In this course, we're gonna learn how to write this instruction. That's why we're gonna be as a programmer. Without programmers, no programs. Without programs, a computer cannot do anything. So the computer is only follow the instruction that we write it as a programmer. Okay, guys. Program and software. Software is a collection of programs. Okay, let's say like categories of software. We have a system software and we have application software. System software is like operating system like Windows, Linux, like iOS, Android, all of this is the software. Application software is the program, like Photoshop. If we need to edit some picture, if we need to edit video, we use Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, Word also. So the application software program that provides service to the user. Example, word processing game program to solve specific problem. Each program created to solve some specific problem. For example, as I just mentioned before, if we got like a sales system or sales program, okay, or Photoshop. Why we create Photoshop? Because we got a problem, we have some picture, need to edit, okay, we need to make some advertisement. So the developer of Adobe decide to create a Photoshop, which can help the graphic designer to make a specific task that can solve problem, to make it easier, okay. Program and software. The program use computer programming language to write the program. Syntax refers to the spelling and the grammars of programming language. Algorithm is a sequence of instruction written for computer to solve a problem. Algorithm is a sequence of instruction. We should focus on this, like sequence instruction, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be a logical steps, okay? For example, if you want to buy something from a restaurant, you need to queue, and then you need to order, and then you receive your order, and then you pay the money, okay? Or you pay the money first and then receive your order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. You cannot pay the money without receive the order. You cannot pay the money without order. You cannot have the food if you don't order, right? So it's like that. This is the algorithm. Oh, here's the example. Algorithm steps for the customer to buy a movie ticket. Queue up, this one, first step. Go to the designed counter. Second step, order ticket. Third step, during order ticket, we're gonna have like specify movie. If he choose this movie, we pay this. If he choose this movie, he pay this. And then after specify the movie, specify the time. For sure, you're gonna check. If you have been in the cinema before, you will know, like, you specify the movie, you specify the time, and then you're gonna get the different number of tickets. Like you want 2 tickets, 3 tickets, for example. And then you make the payment, you get your ticket, and leave the counter. Second step. This called algorithm. Simple way to explain algorithm, which is really hard for other people. When we hear algorithm, oh my god, it's so hard. But when you go check deep, just a simple one. Computer things is just the logical. This is how you learn problem solving. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you got any problem in the result, you should back check your 1, 2, 3, 4 step. From the ground to the top. You should like always Focus when you build your ground. That's why I told you this course is really important for everyone who plans to be as a programmer or software engineering or any field in the computer system. Computer language. Computer language, there is three types of computer language. We got machine language, symbolic language, and we got the high level language. Machine language, this we not use it anymore. It's the first language or the basic language created for the computer, which contain just 0 and 1, and it's really hard language. So that's why they create the assembly language and then start to be high level language. The programmer or the developer, they're always trying to make it easier and easier for people to contact with the machine, to connect with the machine or to connect with the computer. We try always our best. Everyone around the world, they're trying to make it easier and easier. High level language such as C++, Python, Java. As you see, evolution of computer language, machine language, symbolic language, and high level language. Machine language was used in 1940s, symbolic language was used in 1950s, and high level language starts from 1950. Machine language, as I said, the computer can understand executed machine language instruction, which machine language instruction consists of binary numbers only, 0 and 1, and it's platform dependent. Rather the writing program in machine language, which is very hard, the programmer use other programming language. Symbolic language, this is really hard, guys. It's really tough, It's hard for me. I don't like it, but it's really important also. Used to translate program right in assembly language into machine language for execution by the computer. Easier to program, but also still you need to deal with the memory a lot, This language still used until now, but they usually use it with the hardware things and with the system or the company that they worry about their memory, about their, like most of company or most of system use this language who matter about memory, about memory, like about bytes, byte by byte, which like small hardware like air conditioner system, remote control system, or something like that. So they need they have really limited memory, so they need to use this language, which is easier. It's usually used with the hardware things, hard disk or something like that. High level language. High level language is the most important language right now, and nowadays is the most growing language also. Use the English like codes and mathematical operators, plus, minus, multiplier, or divider. Okay, high level language, we got the Python, C++, as I mentioned. Compiler. What is the compiler? Compiler is, there's a lot of compiler these days, such as Visual Studio, Notepad. This is the most popular compiler these days. It's the translator who translate from high level language, high level programming language to machine language. So you write in C++, this compiler take this language, you coding in C++ or Python, the compiler will take this language, will take this instruction and translate it to binary language or to machine language to the computer. Whatever transaction or instruction you write, he will take it and transfer it to 0 and 1 language, which is the only language the computer can understand. Guys, please, before I continue, I would like to ask you to share this video and comment below. I'm really tired to make this, and as I told you, this is the most important course that you can take before you start your programming career, because it's a foundation which can help you to improve your skills, problem solving skills, or logical thinking skills. And also this is like how the university teach their students. This is the first subject I had studied about programming, and also I'm trying to send this to you to make you ready for your future career. Okay guys, let's back. Creating a simple program coding, you need to text editor such as Notepad, as we said, is text editor or compiler. Integrated development environment, type of application, console, command line, Windows desktop. Okay, this is the example of integrated development environment, such as Visual Studio. You see, build to compile the code, and then we're gonna got here run to execute the program, text editor write. You see, this show you like here has some mistake, it's correct. And then output, check the errors and status. Here you see your program is passed or not. Console application, you see this is an example on console application. Completion process of C++ program. Like this, the C++ program working. You have to know this because that is going to help you in the future. If you got any problem, you will know your mistake or the error that you got in which area. You start from editor, compiler. First, source code is written in C++ by editor, and then convert the C++ code into the object code by compiler. Linker, link the object code with the libraries. Like C++ has many libraries actually which help you a lot to develop a lot. As I mentioned in the first video, C++ can use in many fields such as game or enterprise system development or many things else. Leader puts program in memory. Loader puts program in memory, and they are ready to run the platform dependent by CPU. During this sequence, gonna have first when you from editor will go to the disk, to the memory, and then we'll back to the linker from disk, like that. Like will be exchange the information by when you send data, take information, take the data to complete your data to make the final information as output. Now we go here, program development. To develop program or programmer must complete the following steps. Okay, if we need to develop any program or if you want to create any program, we should follow these basic steps. Why? Because if you can understand or think by this way, that is going to help you to make a perfect program which has no error and help the user as much as possible. First, you need to understand the problem that the user requests or the user faced, and then develop the solution. Okay, we got just sequence and logical. Take the problem. This is the problem. What we can do with the problem, we should think about some solution for this problem. Okay, now we finish from 2 steps, and then we write the program. Then we go to the coding steps. I told you coding steps is really important. As a programmer, all of us, we should know how to code, but also we need to know these logical things, We need to understand the problem. Before I go to the code, I hear a lot of people, they say they want to learn coding, but they confused, they don't know from where they start. That's the point. You need to understand every step before you start your programming. You understand the problem, you develop the solution, and then you write the program code, you write the instruction, and then you test your program. Like this, you can develop the program easy, and you will not face a lot of problem in the future. Program development, you need to understand the problem, carefully study the user requirements, understand what they want, program to do what kind of outputs he wants to have, what the user requests, and then you write the program, code the actual program by using the preferred programming language, Python. Actually most of programming language can do many jobs, but let's say the user request for specific language, or also you as a programmer, you know one language, so you can do many tasks in the language that you know. That's why they said you should learn one language and master this language to get perfect in this job. Code the actual program by using preferred programming language. Test the program, run and test the program, ensure that it's free logical errors. And then, okay, for example, this question, write a C++ program to find the area and perimeter of rectangle. Okay, now we got the requirements. We need C++ program that can tell us the perimeter and the area. Okay, what's the problem we have? We don't have the perimeter and we don't have the area of rectangle. So we need this the requirements from the user. And now we need to find solution. The area and perimeter of the rectangle are given the following formulas. Now we got the solution, we got the formula for parameter. First we need to declare our integer as a parameter and our area. This is the required from the user, okay? And to make this, to get this value of the parameter and the area, we need to follow the formula. 2 times length plus width, okay? But here, to don't face any logical error, you should like follow the math. Okay, you see, we put this inside the basket. Why? Because it's really important to get the priority, because length times length plus weight and then times 2, but you cannot put 2 times length. It's wrong. Also, area is length times weight, so we can ask the user to enter the length and the width. This is going to be input data, and then we're going to give the output data, the area and the parameter, following this formula, the instruction that we already write in this program as a programmer. Simple, right? So I will stop the video here, and I will see you in next video directly. I'm not gonna do introduction for next video. Just continue this class, because if I keep going, it's gonna be 40 minutes or 30 minutes. So I don't want to make the videos really long. I hope you guys understand. I'll continue next video continuously, okay? And if you have any question, write it down in the comments area, and I will happy to answer all of them. Whatever the question, simple, hard, you can directly follow. The next video is really important. I'm sorry if this video is quite long, but trust me, I'm trying to help you on the thing that I really need the help and I couldn't find it. The next video will follow. We're gonna talk about the important tools every programmer should have before they start to code their program, which gonna make it so easy for you guys to see like how is your program going on. Go hit the subscribe button and click like, and see you in next video.